You see, the story starts out very normal, even fun. In a car driving at night, two young girls, probably best friends, are enjoying their trip. The girl in the passenger seat is holding her phone and filming, while the blonde girl is driving. What are they doing? They are singing passionately and with all their heart. The melody of Adele's "Someone Like You" plays, and they join in, full of emotion, full of passion, just a carefree moment of youth, a memorable memory that they want to record. The space in the car is filled with singing, laughter, a safe, private space. They keep singing, "Never mind, I'll find someone like you." Their voices get louder and louder, full of passion, and when the song reaches its climax, the girl holding the phone, perhaps unintentionally, gently pans the camera behind her, and right between the two front seats, a third face appeared. It wasn't a shadow, it was a clear face. White, a girl with black hair, eyes wide and lifeless, staring silently into the camera. There was no emotion, no life, it was just there, like a silent spectator from another world. It all happened so fast. The girl holding the camera hadn't noticed yet, but the blonde in the driver's seat did. For a moment, the singing joy on her face died. Her eyes widened, not in excitement, but in utter horror. Her mouth fell open, a silent scream stuck in her throat. The video shook violently, and then went black, leaving us with the final image, the wordless fear on the girl's face. And the haunting question, who is the uninvited guest in the backseat? Can you see? The security camera screen shows 9:20 p.m. That is, past 9 p.m. The scene is a prayer room, probably in a mosque, dark and quiet. The only light is a glimmer from outside, enough to make out the dark red carpet spread across the floor. And there, in the silence, there is a white figure. A woman, or something in the shape of a woman, is kneeling. She is wearing a white prayer garment that covers her from head to toe. Called a telecone, she looks very devout, performing her ritual late at night. Everything seems normal, too normal. The buzzing sound of the electronic equipment in the video makes the atmosphere even more stifling. Time slowly passes. 47 seconds, 48 seconds, 49, and then, suddenly, the white figure was violently jerked backwards. It was not a human movement. It was not a fall on its own. It was as if an invisible string, some ghostly hand, had grabbed the figure and yanked it back with terrible force, dragging it into the darkness. The movement was fast, strong, and completely unnatural. And then, silence. The frame went blank. There was only the cold prayer room and the invisible fear hanging in the air. The video ended, leaving us with a chilling question. What dragged her away? The video begins with a long-haired girl wearing bright clothes sitting alone at an outdoor stone table at night. At first, the girl sits still, but as the camera moves closer, the girl's face gradually becomes clearer with big, dark eyes and a wide, scary smile. The ghost girl begins to make slight movements, slowly looking down and then up, but the creepy smile remains on her face. The cameraman tries to talk to her, but there is no response. When the cameraman intends to move closer, the ghost girl suddenly raises her hand and points straight at the camera as a warning. A strange white light appears and flies across the screen, adding to the horror. Despite the threat, the cameraman moves the camera very close to the table. The image of the ghost girl becomes clearer and scarier than ever. Notably, at around 2:50, another hand, looking gaunt and ghostly, suddenly appears from the top right of the frame, as if another entity was there. The video opens with a close-up shot of a marbled tombstone at night. The light from a flashlight cuts across the surface of the tombstone, revealing inscriptions and a portrait of a young woman with black hair. The atmosphere in the video is dark and creepy, enhanced by a sad soundtrack. On the screen appears a comment from a TikTok user that reads, "Is this real?" Immediately after, a series of dialogue sounds begin. The girl's voice, softly,
"Please tell me the way."
The cameraman replies, "I don't know." The camera begins to pan up above the tombstone. Suddenly, a ghostly, pale face with long, flowing black hair and haunting eyes appears from the darkness, looking straight into the lens. The conversation continues with a female voice echoing in a creepy way. The girl's voice,
"Let me ask, which path can take you to the end of happiness?"
Immediately after this question, the camera shakes violently, creating the feeling that the cameraman is extremely panicked and running away. The scene becomes blurry and chaotic. The video ends with the last words of the female voice, echoing hauntingly amid the sound of hurried footsteps. The girl's voice,
"I think I have chosen the right path."
What would you do if you were walking alone in a dense forest at night and suddenly came across this scene? The video captures the moment a person was exploring a remote area and suddenly discovered a figure dressed in white, head covered with a scarf, standing motionless in the middle of the bushes. Its appearance was extremely strange, with a pale and lifeless face, making viewers shiver. But the strangest and most haunting thing was the vibrant electronic music echoing in the quiet space, creating an unbelievable contrast. The person filming tried to communicate but received no response. In the end, it seemed that he was too scared and had to run away. In your opinion, is this a supernatural phenomenon, a joke, or just a mannequin? Leave a comment below to share your thoughts.